Preparing to live stream. Video live stream. Got it. Okay. And if you'll forgive me, I'm looking at 3 screens, and there's a slight delay, so give me just a moment to ensure.
It says that it's live streaming. I can see that on my side.
Okay. It is, and I wanted to ensure I was muted on this side. Okay.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to John Lewis Invictus Academy's GOTeam meeting, where we will follow the agenda as it has been emailed to you and publicly noticed. I would like to remind everyone that this is a meeting of the GOTeam. Only members of the team may participate in the discussion. Any members of the public present are here to quietly observe. For members of the GOTeam, please identify yourself when you speak. I'm pleased to call this meeting of the John Lewis Invictus Academy GOTeam to order at 5:30 p.m., January 25th, 2002. Our first order of business is to call roll. The secretary will now take the roll.
Okay, so I'm going to be serving in that capacity as well. So just a second, I apologize. All right, so Mr. Garner, Ms. Laster, actually taking roll, sorry. Ms. Triplett.
Present.
Ms. Rom. Ms. Rom.
Present. Present.
Thank you, thank you. Ms. Leslie is absent. Ms. Rejoice Jones.
Present.
Ms. Gibson is here. And do I call Mr. Cogdell's name or no? Okay. And Mr. Roy Cogdell.
Present.
Thank you.
Okay, this team will only be able to take official action if a quorum is present. Ms. Miller, is there a quorum present?
There is.
We will proceed with the action items. And tonight, our first order of business is to approve the agenda. This was provided to you and copies are available. Are there any changes that need to be made to the agenda?
None.
Okay, great. May I have a motion to approve the agenda?
Make a motion that we approve the agenda as it stands.
Awesome. Can I have a second?
I second.
Okay, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
So this, awesome, the secretary will record your vote. And any opposed, please say nay. Any abstentions, please say abstain. Okay, great. We will review and approve the meeting minutes from our last meeting. The minutes have been provided to you. Are there any corrections that need to be made to those meeting minutes from last week? From last meeting, sorry.
No.
Okay. If there are no further corrections, may I have a motion to approve the previous meeting's minutes?
I will make a motion to approve the meeting minutes.
Thank you. Can I have a second?
Second.
Awesome. All in favor, please say aye.
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 All
Aye.
opposed, please say nay. Any abstentions, please say abstain. Awesome. Our first action item is to finalize the school strategic plan. Ms. Miller, is that one of the things that we need to move, or can we move forward with finalizing that?
So we can move forward. It was actually finalized at our last meeting. So I know that we have the strategic plan. Yeah, it was actually finalized at our last meeting, but I would like to, do you want me to just share it, or there's a link to it on our school website?
I think we're okay to move past this. Has everyone, last meeting we did approve this. It's still here and that's okay. We can reapprove it. Has everyone got a chance to see it? Are we okay to move forward with this finalization? Can I have a motion to approve this item that we have finalized the school strategic plan?
I make a motion that we finalize the school strategic plan.
Okay, and can I have a second, please?
I second.
Awesome. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All right, any opposed, please say nay. All right, any abstentions, please say abstain.
Abstain.
The next action item is to fill the vacant community seat. We have invited Mr. Roy Cogdell here to fill that seat, so we can go ahead and take a motion to vote him into the community seat. Mr. Roy, if you want to just take a minute to introduce yourself, and then we can go ahead with the voting.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Roy Cogdell, and I am the volunteer coordinator at the Grove Park Foundation. I started a few months ago, and along with Gavin McGuire, our new executive director, we're looking to work step in step with the school. I'm really looking forward to meeting all of you soon, and thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you so much, Roy. Okay, I would like to vote Mr. Rod Cogdell in to fulfill our vacant community seat. Can I please have a motion to approve this, him joining us on the GOTeam?
Motion to approve.
Awesome. Can I have a second, please?
I second.
Awesome. All in favor, please say aye.
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 Thank you. Any opposed, please say nay. Any abstentions, please say abstain. All right, and that concludes our action items. We're going to move now to the discussion items on our agenda. The first discussion item is to the vacant officer position. Ms. Miller, do we have a recommendation for who would fill that position?
For the parent position,
Yes.
at this time, I do not have a confirmed recommendation. I have some suggestions, but we would need to reach out to the parent.
Well, I'm gonna note that this will be something that we can move to our next meeting to, think of some names, and we can send them within ourselves, and for the next meeting, we should have some names ready to vote on. Is that okay with everyone?
Yeah.
All right. Our next discussion item is the initial budget presentation that we need to reschedule. Okay, awesome. And so I just need to know if we are okay with understanding that we're also move that to the next meeting, or Ms. Miller, is that something we're ready for now, or we need to reschedule that part? Because I think we still, have some things to work out there.
Correct. I would like to reiterate the suggestion of moving the initial budget presentation to February 1st, which would also be a virtual meeting.
Would it be the same time?
I believe so.
Okay. Are there any other suggestions on dates or time, or are we okay with just coming for just the initial budget presentation on February 1st, 5:15? Well, okay, great. We'll send that over, and if there are, any changes that need to be made, which I don't think there should be, we will we look forward to that on February 1st at 5:15. Our last discussion item is that we need to include an additional February meeting. The one that we had before, I think, is right before testing. Is it, Ms. Miller, right before testing?
It's also the launch of the service center as well.
Okay, so we need to move that, and I think the requested date was February
15th.
15th?
Yes.
Okay, right after Valentine's, so we should all be so happy. Is everyone okay? We'll send these two meeting dates out, but are there any oppositions to moving that to February 15th? And I know it's 2 and 1, but I think we can get this done. Okay, no abstentions. We'll have those items sent to you guys over email, and so that we can schedule those meetings accordingly. So we are moving on from the discussion items. We will now move on to the information items. And first is the principal's report. And we're so grateful for Ms. Miller to step in for Principal Garner to give us some information on the principal's report.
Thank you for that, Ms. Jones. So I'm grateful to be able to stand in his shoes for the moment, but I would certainly be happy to hop out of them as well. So he is taking it upon himself to just kind of communicate to our stakeholders the things that are going on right now. So this is broken up in, I believe, it's broken up into 4 different categories, which align to our key foci for the year. So we know our acronym PRIDE is for perseverance, respect, integrity, discipline, and excellence. So pride in teaching and learning, and I'm not going to read this to you all as it is somewhat comprehensive. But basically, one of the things that he wanted to highlight is that we made the list for top 10 schools for growth on our MAP, which is a universal screener for attendance, academics, as well as behavior. And this is given throughout the year for us to be able to monitor students. So we increased in terms of growth and was recognized by the district. So yay for that. Regarding instruction, we are focusing on targeted instruction, which we will be offering Saturday school beginning February 5th to literally a targeted group of about 250 students. We do not know if all 250 will show, but they have certainly been invited to do so. And again, this is to help them just be better prepared for the Georgia Milestones Assessment, which, as we know, will increase our school's CCRPI score. So again, that's really important for our stakeholders to know that we are doing our part to just bridge that gap and to leverage all the talent that we have. Continue to use the company CT3 for implementation as far as training our coaches, our instructional coaches, who then facilitate to our teachers. And this is something, you all, that is school-wide, and it really does impact all areas: academics, behavior, attendance, because when classes are more structured, then children tend to want to come and learn better and learn more, and it definitely facilitates relationships. Want to point out that we had our first STEAM enrichment showcase. So, STEAM is one of our key foci, and we're just doing really well there. We are moving #full steam ahead. We recently established a student government association to really garner student voice. And we even had a student, an 8th grader, who has earned a $10,000 scholarship to any Georgia college of her choice. So that was absolutely amazing. And to kind of round that out, we had our first Fine Arts Winter Showcase. So yay, everyone from Fine Arts was involved, and that was amazing. Additionally, our instructional coaches are continuing to build their own acumen, and they are being recognized by the organization that trains them, and they are hitting milestones. So this is just an example of one. All right, moving on to community engagement, which Mr. Cogdell is a major part of this, but with the help of Grove Park Foundation and other friends and donors, we were able to support families during the Thanksgiving season, and this is literally what we gave to one family. So we didn't just feed one family, we fed 55 families.
Nice.
These meals. This is a coat donation that we received from Old Navy. And then if you notice here on the left, there's Mr. Cogdell, who hates taking pictures, along with our assistant principal, Ms. Donna Davis, and then the executive director of Grove Park here is Mr. Gavin McGuire. And these are some of the gifts that Grove Park donated to us for our families, as well as gift cards. So the holidays, as we know, can be a challenge, for lots of people, but Grove Park has definitely stepped in and supported us. So we thank them as well as the Butler Street Community Development Corporation as one of our just continuous tried and true partners. And then finally, in leadership, one of the things that we want to highlight is that John Lewis Invictus Academy was chosen by the cohort of Leadership Atlanta to host their convening, if you will, here. So during that time, Mr. Garner was able to share school data such as the ACEs slide. So he talked about map growth, he talked about discipline, and he talked about achievement and where our plan is for that. Then the members of the cohort were then paired with student ambassadors and were able to visit classes here at John Lewis. And they just brought back amazing feedback and reports. So we're very proud of our students. Additionally, there was a convening, if you will, from all superintendents from just around the district. And our JLC color guard presented, and it was their first time, so they were able to present the colors. We had a student who sang the national anthem, and just November and December was just a really fun time around here. Things were very tight, and we even had a pajama day. So those are just some of the highlights. We continue to work in tandem with, this is Miss Forestella Taylor. She's the principal at Douglas High School. If you remember, she presented to us before, so we continue to work in tandem with her. And again, these are just to highlight some pictures, and this too is on our website. So this is another way that we can communicate what we've been doing for our stakeholders to be able to tell. And just want to highlight this picture here. This is our superintendent. Of course, this is a member from Leadership Atlanta, Dr. Frank Jones. Of course, this is Mr. Garner. And this is Dr. Morseys Beasley, the superintendent of Clayton County Public Schools here in Clayton County, Georgia. And these are our student ambassadors. Okay, thank you.
Good job, John Lewis. Getting some things done. Okay, we will move on to the final information item, which is the launch of the service center. Ms. Miller, what you got for us?
Yay, that's me again. So, just a second, please. I apologize. I'm going to still click here, and then, of course, I've got to move this here. So, this is the invitation. The John Robert Lewis Service Center was a vision of Mr. Garner's when he came, and it's work that he tasked all of us with. Basically, we coordinate with our partners, our community partners, to provide wraparound services for students, as well as, I'll say, in-agency partners in Atlanta Public Schools to provide wraparound services. So the ribbon cutting for this particular entity will be on February 22nd, 2022, from 10:15 a.m. until 12:15 p.m. And during that time, you'll learn more about what we provide to students, how we provide it to students, as well as be able to tour the building. So I'm just really excited about this because seeing Mr. Garner's vision and bringing it to fruition is so important. And we've been operating all along, but just being able to acknowledge this. And I also want to say that this kicks off it comes on the heels of the Congressman's birthday, the late Congressman's birthday. So his birthday is February 21st. So we want to launch this, in his honor. And we wanted it to be a date that people would remember. So 2/22/22, can't forget. And we will definitely ensure that everyone has an invitation, as it will be face-to-face, provided, COVID protocols don't change, but face-to-face on campus, just to honor great people that we are working with. Thank you.
Awesome. Can't wait to be there. All right, we are finished with our information items. We will now move on to does anyone have any announcements? No announcements. I know it's shocking, but We have come to the end of our meeting. We do realize that we have, a lot of meetings scheduled for February. So some of the items that we weren't able to get to tonight, we are so happy to get to them our next few meetings in February. Any comments, announcements, anything that anyone wants to share before we move forward with adjournment?
Just want to say on behalf of Mr. Garner, he definitely appreciates this team, and just want to extend our gratitude again to Roy for joining us. He is always available and always supportive. And as we begin to change the narrative, or as we continue to change the narrative of John Lewis Invictus Academy, it's people like Roy, the Grove Park Foundation, who are essential to that change. So just on behalf of the principal, Roy, thank you for always being so flexible and just being a problem solver. He's done some amazing things in this short amount of time, and he's very humble, so he won't say it himself, but he literally touches every initiative that we have. So we appreciate that.
Thank you, Roy. Thank you, Grove Park Foundation.
Happy to be here. Happy to be part of the team.
So happy to have you. Okay, don't have too many tears, but we've reached the end of our agenda. Is there any additional business at this time? Okay, may I have a motion to adjourn this meeting?
I would make a
Motion.
motion to adjourn the meeting.
All at once. Okay, I heard a second in there. So all in favor, please say aye.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, all opposed, please raise your hand. We don't have any of that. Any abstentions, please abstain. Okay, thank you so much, Ms. Miller, for helping us out so much. Thank you, everyone. You guys have an amazing night and look forward to seeing everyone February 1st. Meeting